Scary Mafia. Other side. Vayan and Taehyung were busy in finding her dress, and then Taehyung's phone rang. He saw that it was Sojun. So while going far away from Vayan, he picked up the call. On call. Taehyung. Sojun, I just sent you JK pictures and his details. Maybe you know him because he is living in the same as you. Taehyung, let me see, he said and saw the pictures, which made him shocked. Jeon, and he asked, Taehyung, are you sure he is JK? Sojun, yes, I am. He is the same person who attacked on our office. Taehyung, then do one thing. Come to Taekook as soon as possible because he is here. Sojun, okay. Call end. As the call ends, Taehyung remembers that his mother is alone at home with Jeon. He went to Vayan and said, Taehyung, Vayan, I have to go now for an urgent work. You buy your dress and go home. Vayan, okay. And then he left from there in hurry. After some time, Taehyung reached at home and finds his mom having fun chatting with Jungkook. And while looking at him, he thinks, Taehyung, thoughts, he is really sweet and kind. How can he be a gangster? Then while looking at him, Jungkook said, Jungkook, hello bro. Taehyung, should we go outside and talk? Jungkook, sure. Then Jungkook said, Jungkook, shall we talk in my car? But then they sat in his car. As Taehyung entered inside, he saw that Hyun was sitting on the driving seat, which made him shocked, but he asked, Taehyung, Jeon, who is he? Jungkook, he is my driver. Why? Taehyung, that's mean you are really the JK? Jungkook, oh, so you find it out? And as he completed his words, he saw that Taehyung was dialing a number. He quickly took out his gun and hit it on Taehyung's head from the back and said, Jungkook, it's not a good decision, my bro. Then he said to Hyun, let's go. Vayan quickly completes her shopping and came back to home to meet Jungkook. But when she came back, she found that no one was there, so she asked Mrs. Kim, Vayan, Auntie, is anyone come home to meet us? Mrs. Kim, he just left with Taehyung. Vayan thoughts, where did they go and without meeting me? How he can leave? Did he angry with me? Vayan was busy in her thoughts when Mrs. Kim said, Mrs. Kim, how was your shopping, dear? Vayan, good. She replied and thought. Vayan thoughts, let me wait for them. Other side. As Taehyung opened his eyes, he found him lying on the chair and Jungkook was sitting in front of him. Taehyung, why did you bring me here? He shouted. Jungkook, to give you an advice so you don't make the mistake you are about to make. Taehyung, oh, so you are afraid that if I told the police, but you forgot, JK, that I am not alone. I have a proper team. It does not matter if you kill me. They will be going to get you arrested. Jungkook laughed at Taehyung's words and said, Jungkook, do you think I am afraid of the police? You are so dumb, my bro. Taehyung, I'm not your bro, he said in anger. Jungkook, but it's the dash reality that I'm your younger brother, Jungkook. Taehyung, maybe you don't know that he's dead 15 years ago. Jungkook, what did you think? That if you leave me alone in the middle of the park, then I will get lost and die? You are so funny. Jungkook said and laughed, and before Taehyung said anything, he said, Jungkook, and yeah, about that dead body, he was not your brother, or I say me. He was a beggar who beat me up and took my jacket. Taehyung, you are a very good story maker, but let me tell you that I will not get into your words, Taehyung said. Jungkook, it's okay if you don't believe me because it was not the thing I wanted to tell you. The real afterthought is that I will not let you take away my choice. This time, like you used to do in childhood, you used to snatch everything from me that you used to like, and dad also used to get you those things from me because you were his favorite. And do you remember every time when I tried to play with Vian, you took her away from me? But I won't let you do that anymore. I won't let you take her away from me because now I love her and she loves me too. Taehyung, she loves you? No way. She told me before that there is no one in her life. Jungkook, if you don't believe me, go and ask her yourself. But before leaving, remember one thing, Vian is only mine and she will marry me only. Taehyung, I will not let it happen at all. Taehyung said. On his words, Jungkook took out his gun and while pointing it on Taehyung's head, he asked, Jungkook, do you think you can fight me? Taehyung, yes, I will. Taehyung replied while looking into Jungkook's eyes, and his answer made him angry, and he shoots in anger and said, Jungkook, this time the bullet hit the top, next time it will hit your chest. Taehyung, then just give me some time and let's see with whom she will marry. Jungkook. Then let's see. Jungkook said and told Hyun to untie him. And when Taehyung was going, Jungkook grabbed his hand and said, Jungkook, before going, remember one thing, she is only mine. I will marry her. And if someone comes in between, he will die, whether it is you or mom. And after completing his words, Jungkook jerked his hand, and while running, Taehyung left from there. Time skip. While running, Taehyung entered in his house. Looking at him, Ryan asked, Ryan, Taehyung, is everything okay? And where is Jeon? Taehyung, Ryan, I want to talk to you about something. Ryan, say. She replied. Taehyung, not here, he said. And he told hold her hand and took her into the room. Taehyung, promise me that you will answer truthfully whatever I ask. And she just hummed in response. Then he asked, Taehyung, do you have feeling for Jeon? That moment words left her mouth. She forgot how to speak. After the few minutes of silence, Taehyung said, Taehyung, Ryan, tell me, Ryan, what if I say yes? Will you back out of this marriage? Taehyung, Ryan, tell me clearly. Ryan, yes, I love him, so what? Taehyung, but Ryan, what? Taehyung, I know it's hard to believe, but he's not a good guy. Ryan, look, who is talking? The one who was calling him his brother just a while ago, she said with the arrogant look. Taehyung, because at that time I did not know his reality. Ryan, oh, and as soon as you came to know that I love him, you came to know his reality. I mean, really, Taehyung, you know what? I never accept this from you. Taehyung, trust me, Ryan, I'm telling the truth. He's a gangster, JK. On his words, she looked at him while blinking at them. She said, Ryan, you know what, Taehyung? I can't handle it anymore. I'm going. Taehyung, wait, let me show you the proof. Ryan, I don't want to see anything, she said and left from there in anger. Time skip. Ryan, what does he think he is? I'll believe whatever he say. Never. John is such a nice guy. And he said he's a gangster. I mean, he's just like me. He's afraid of all these things. He did not even fight in front of me that day. Nor has he ever used any kind of wrongful violence in front of me. How can Taehyung say that Jeon is a gangster? I was ready to give up even my love for that person's happiness. And Taehyung, while talking to herself, she went out of the bar. And while looking at the entry gate, she said, Wine. Maybe I need it, and went inside. And while sitting, she said to the barman, "Wine, one wine." While taking a sip of her wine, she looked at the side and saw that the person sitting next to her was looking intently at someone's photograph. As he put that photo aside, she saw it and muttered, "Jion." And then that person calls someone, "Man, he's become handsome more than I thought. Look like a handsome gangster." On his words, Ryan thought, "Is he talking about John? No, no, man, I want to meet him. Take him to my place." That person said and cut the call and started drinking his beer peacefully. But because of his words, Ryan became more confused and Ryan thought, "I don't know what it is going on. Is he really a gangster or not? I want to clear everything." And she quickly calls him on call. Ryan, "Hey John, how could you do this to me? Why did you leave without meeting me?" Jungkook, Ryan, "Actually, hey, what are you doing? Stop it." She heard. Ryan, "John, what happened? John, are you listening to me? John." To be continue.